This is a Blender Python tutorial where we'll be going over the steps of creating this seamless animation loop. And if you stick around, I'll show you how you can customize this script. Hey, I'm Victor Stepanoff, and I'll be guiding you through this Blender Python tutorial. Today, we're going to be creating this seamless abstract animation loop. This animation loop is based on a loop I posted a while back on my ArtStation. Here it is. I have updated it a bit, cleaned up the code, and now I want to share this with you. The original animation was also using an HDRI. I'm not going to do an HDRI. I'm not going to use an HDRI today, but if you want, I can create a follow-up to this video and use an HDRI as well. All right, let's get started. To quickly get going with our tutorial, we're going to be using some helper code. You can get this helper code in the description under Start Code. Open that link in any browser, hit Raw, select all the code and copy it. And then let's go back into Blender. In Blender, you want to open the scripting workspace. So if you scroll all the way to the right and hit Scripting, then hit New right here, and then paste in the code you just copied. This code adds a light rig, a camera, and a number of empties that the lights are tracking and the camera is tracking as well. The main thing about this script is every single time we run it, it's going to clear the scene. So I don't even have to go in and delete anything in the scene. It's going to be cleared up automatically each time we run this script. So let's go ahead and run that script. And let's take a closer look. I'm going to hover over the 3D viewport and hit Control Space. And you can see we have an area light from the top. We have this rig right here, this light rig with other area lights tracking another empty, right? You can rotate this if you want. We have the camera that's tracking another empty as well. And basically this is the starting scene that we're going to be adding our animation to. So let's go back. Something else to note is that we're going to be enabling some add-ons using a Python script. In particular, we're going to be enabling the extra meshes and the mod tools add-ons. So if you go into Edit, Preferences, and then Add-ons, and then search for extra and then meshes right here, this add-on will be enabled with our Python script along with the modifier tools. I'll explain why we need it as we go along. Also, if you're interested how this code works, I have a separate video for that. I'll link it in the description for you so you can check it out. And the very first thing that we'll be doing is we need to create a surface that we'll be working with in our animation. And to do that, I'm just going to go over in the 3D viewport and hit Shift A, Mesh, and then you'll see that after we ran our script the first time, it enabled the extra meshes. So you won't really see this unless you have this add-on enabled, the extra meshes add-on. So all of this was automatically enabled by our Python script. And in particular, we're interested in the math function and then the Z math surface. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And let's update our mesh right here. I'm going to go into this and set the subdivisions to, I think 64 is a nice number. 64, and this is 1 and 1. So that should work. Sorry, this don't have enough room here. Anyway, you can see that by modifying this, you can see the surface getting modified, right? So this is what I'm going with. So I'm going to leave the Z equation as it is. Might be a good idea if you want to experiment with other surfaces at the end of this tutorial, maybe play around with this equation. So after this is generated, we can go into the info panel down below and just copy the code that creates this surface. I'm going to do just that. Well, first let's run the script. I'm going to clear everything so there's no more surface, and I'm going to show you that that our script is actually going to start add this surface. And actually I copied the wrong code. Let's see here. All right, I think this is the code that we want. Let's take a closer look. And just don't have enough space here to make it. All right. So that is our surface. I'm also going to add a comment to remind us next time we'll be looking at this script to understand that, hey, by the way, you want to enable a particular add-on, because if we don't, then we'll forget exactly where this operator is coming from. All right, there's the comment, and let's run our script. All right, you can see right away that we have our surface right here. But if you take a closer look, I'm not sure how this is going to be seen on the video itself, but the surface is not smooth exactly. You can see all the edges, right? And to fix that, we want to shade smooth. And to do that, we're just going to right click on the mesh and then click on shade smooth. Then go back. And actually, we also want to set the auto smooth as well. Well, actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you what exactly this will fix. So I won't click that just yet. So let's go into the info panel and then copy this code. I also want to get a reference to our surface. Before I can show you why we need the auto smooth, we'll need to add a couple of modifiers to our surface. Let's go into the modifiers and add a modifier. We will need the solidify modifier. I'm just going to leave everything as default. And we will also need the bevel. With the bevel, I am going to update the limit to method to none and the amount to 0.001. All right, and let's go ahead and copy over the code that we used. So we need the solidify, we need the bevel, we need these two settings for the bevel, and let's just paste it in right in our script. Right, I'm gonna just close this for now. We don't really need that anymore. Now I'm gonna take a closer look at our mesh. I'm gonna hit Control Space, and you can see we did add a solidify modifier and a bevel, but you can see this doesn't really look great. Let's fix that by using that auto smooth feature. So let me zoom in closer. So hopefully you'll be able to see this. So let's go into the object and normals and then auto smooth. And you can see right away as I update that, it looks a lot better. So I'm toggling back and forth. You can see that there is a significant difference. And we want this to be true. So let's do that after the smooth. And remember that this right here is exactly a reference to the currently active object, which is the surface. I'm just going to update it like so, just for the sake of this example. Okay, let's move this back like so, and let's rerun our script to make sure that everything is working. All right, it looks like everything is working. Okay, now I want to apply all the modifiers that are currently on our surface. And to do that, we will need the modifier tools. So let's take a closer look at all the modifiers that are applied. So we have the solidify and the bevel, and these buttons will appear only if you have that modifier tools enabled, and I want to just apply all, and I'm just going to copy that command, that operator, and I'll add a comment so we don't forget where this is coming from. And let me comment this out. So let's rerun the script and select our surface. You can see that the modifiers are not applied. Now let me uncomment this and run the script again. Select our mesh, and you can see all the modifiers have been applied. And one more touch I want to add to our surface is to apply a metallic material to it. And I'm going to use one of the helper functions that is defined above for us. If you're interested in the details of this function, I'll be going over at the end of this video, so make sure to stick around if you're interested. I'm going to paste that, rename this, and I'm going to update the roughness and set it to a random number each time we run our script. Roughness between 0.35 and 0.65. We're just going to get a random number each time we run this. And let's hover over the 3D viewport and hit Z, and then click on Material Preview. And right now you can see that there is no material applied to our surface, and this will change as soon as I run our script. And you can see right away there is material getting applied, and if you run it multiple times, we are selecting a random color. So there's a color coming into this function, and we're selecting a random color here, and then passing it into this. Oh, actually, you know what? I just realized that I've been adding to the wrong function. Let me fix that. So we'll use this create background closer to the end of the tutorial. Let's just move that into the centerpiece. Good thing I noticed this now. All right, let's rerun that. Basically nothing's going to change at this point. We only have done the basic surface setup. So again, we're getting the random color here and passing it into the centerpiece, which is that. Right, and then there's color here, and we're passing it along into our metallic material. All right, so yeah, just run it, and you get another color applied. It's great. At this point, let's start organizing our code, and we're just gonna take all this code that we have here, and we're gonna put it into a separate function and call it make surface. And then we're just gonna select all of this code, and then and cut it out by hitting Control X, paste it in into that function. We need to return from this function the surface variable, or the reference to the surface that we created. And let's call this function from this create centerpiece, and let's rerun our script to make sure that everything is working. All right, it looks like everything's working. That is great. Straight away, I want to update our surface into its final position and destination. Basically, we're going to be rotating the surface and then scaling it and moving it along the Z axis. And I'm going to create a function right away and call it update object. All right, so here is our function. We're going to be passing in the reference to our surface. We're going to be scaling that surface. We're going to be moving the surface on the z-axis and then rotating about the z-axis 270 degrees. So let's move this call right here. I'm going to pass in the surface. I'm going to update our camera viewport position, so it's going to be our surface is going to pop up right here as soon as I run our script. So let's do that. And look at that. That is our surface now modified. So it's going to start down here, and then it's going to end up at the end of the loop up here. All right, now let's start animating our surface. And before I start doing that, I would like to get a timeline right here so we can see the keyframes and how many frames we have in our animation. All right, so that should work for us. And the first thing we need to do is we need to set the first keyframe for our scale, location, and rotation. And we're going to do it right before we update all those properties. So it's going to look like this, right? We're going to use a reference to our surface, and we're going to insert the keyframe at frame 1, right? And we're going to use the data paths to the properties that we updated, and the data paths are exactly this, right? And let's move the second keyframe at the very end of our animation. And this is how it's gonna look, right? After we've updated our properties, we're gonna insert another keyframe for these data paths at a given frame, and we're using the frame count loop. And if you watch my other tutorials where we create loops, we've always used just a frame count, and this is set in our scene setup function, and in particular we would use this right here. But today we need to use this frame count loop, and actually it's just one frame more than whatever we calculated using the FPS, the number of seconds, and then getting the frame count. And why this is important, I'll tell you closer to the end of the tutorial. I'll show you exactly why we want to do this. All right, let's go back and let's run our script to see all these keyframes added into our animation. All right, let's select our surface. And you can see we have some keyframes at the very start, and one keyframe run right after the last frame of our animation. I'm going to hit space, and then let's see how this looks. And you can see that our surface is rotating and rising, right? The thing I want to do here is I want to make sure that this is linear. This is animating at a linear speed. So to make it seamless, we don't want this slow start, right? And then this slow gradual stop. We want to kind of make sure that it's continually going at the same speed. And to do that, we have a special helper function to make sure that the interpolation of the keyframes is linear, and I'm going to find it right now above and it's defined up here. So we want this, and we're just going over the F curves and then going through the frame keyframe points and then setting the interpolation to linear. So that's pretty straightforward there, and we're going to use it right here. And before I run it, I want to just underline again, look at how this surface slowly starts going, and after we run our script and I make sure that I make this a function call, let's run that. And now let's take a look, and you can see that our object is going to be moving at a constant speed, and this will allow us to make this seamless. Let's move all this code into a separate function just to keep things organized. I'm going to cut this code, and then I'm going to create a new function right here, and I'm going to call it animate object update. So we're going to be passing in the context, and let's just make it more general and call the reference to the object as obj, And let's call this function right here. Let's make sure that this still works. Oops, almost forgot to update that. And let's run it. All right, looks like our script is still working. That is good. One thing to note is that I'm going to add another parameter to this function because we're going to be adding multiple surfaces, and we're going to delay the start of each surface. And I want to create a concept, a variable for that. I'm going to call it current frame. So I'm going to add a variable right here, and then pass in that current frame. Not going to change much because it's equal to 1, so at this current time it's not going to do anything, but we'll update this in just a minute, so you'll see how this works. So let's make sure that this is still working. Yep, even with that update we still have a working script. All right, now let's start adding multiple surfaces into our animation. And to do that, we would need to calculate the number of surfaces that we would need to animate, right? We don't want to animate too many because that's going to just bog down our render, right? And just make our script run forever. We want to get optimal amount of surfaces into this animation to make the seamless loop and not have too many of the surfaces in the scene. And to do that, I'll create a new variable and call it a frame step. So I'm going to be using that to space out the start of each one of the surfaces. And I'm just going to divide the total length of our animation by that frame step, so we can kind of see how however many surfaces could actually fit into a single length of our animation. So I'm going to take the frame step and set it to 6. And then I'm going to divide our length of our animation and divide that by the frame step. And let's actually move this here. And let's create a for loop that's going to loop over this number of times. All right. So that's the loop. And here we want to start duplicating our surface like so. And this duplicate object is one of the helper functions that's defined above. It just duplicates the object that we pass in, right? So you can do a similar thing by hand. If you click on our mesh and then hit duplicate object, right, and then you just create a new object like so, right? So this is basically what this does, and we're just going to pass in that duplicate object into the animate object update. And we would want to update the current frame, so each duplicate object will start off on a new frame. So let's run our script and see how it looks. Okay, it looks like nothing changed, but let's take a closer look. I'm gonna hit Control Space to get a full screen view, and I'm gonna press space. And actually, you know what? It's not doing what I wanted to. There is a bug that I missed. And yeah, here it is. I'm not actually in the animate object update. I'm not using the current frame, and I need to because I don't want to start everything from frame 1. And that is why it doesn't look as I wanted to. So let's rerun that and try that again. All right, I'm going to hit Control Space, and then let's run it. Okay, this is what I was looking for. And you can see that we have this animation going on, right? this is working, but you can notice that our animation starts with this, right? I'm gonna set the camera or the viewport to look from the camera's point of view, and this is not what we want, right? This is not seamless at all, right? And we need to fix that. And to do that, we need to actually start animating our surfaces a lot earlier. And actually, we need to do it in the negative frames. Let's do that. Let's set the first frame, the current frame instead of 1, to minus the frame count. Right, let's rerun our script. And look at that, we can see that the surfaces are already in the correct position, but that is still not everything that we want. You can see as soon as we start our animation, we see that the surfaces disappear, right? And actually, if you want to see what's happening in the negative part of this animation, you need to go into Edit, Preferences, and then hit Animation and check Allow Negative Frames. So let's check that. And now you can scrub through the very beginning in the negative frames, right? You can see how we're starting at minus whatever our frame count is, right? So you can see how it's like building up. Remember how we had this at frame 1 and it was like building up from frame 1, and now it's building up from frame minus 360, right? Let's now update this to make sure that we don't have this disappearing surfaces, right? So to do that, we need to just multiply this current this frame count. So we want to actually make sure to have surfaces enough that will last us 2 animations actually, right, to make it kind of seamless. So I'm going to multiply this by 2, and then I'm going to enclose this in these parentheses. Let's run our script again, and now you can see that we're building up and we're continuing to animate the rest of our surfaces, right? It's already getting there. Awesome. And if you're enjoying this tutorial or learning something new, make sure to give this video a like. I will really appreciate it. All right, now let's take a look at one more thing that we need to do. And to do this, we need to make sure our loop is seamless. And remember that I mentioned that our loop is going 1 frame past the end, right? We're animating 1 frame past the 360 frames we have in our animation. And the thing is that you watch at the very end, we are actually running out of surfaces, and this will be actually noticeable. And if we go to frame 361, and then I'm going to hit shift and then left arrow, you can see that this will be very noticeable between when we're going to be stitching 2 of these animations together, right? And to do that, we need to add another variable, just call it buffer and it's going to be just a buffer of 1, and we're just going to add this to the end like so. That's going to just fix this particular issue. Let's rerun that. And now if we go to frame 361, you could see that we have this surface right here. And the thing is that now when I again hold shift and then hit the left arrow, nothing changes. So this means that our animation is going to be seamless. And this is why actually we want to make sure that our animation, the keyframe, ends 1 frame past the full length of the animation, because if we don't do that, if we set this to exactly the frame count, which is going to be equal to 360 frames, problem with that is the first and last frame are going to be exactly the same thing, and then when you stitch two of these animations together, you're going to have a point where you're going to have two frames exactly identical, right? So it's going to be a hitch, and it's going to be noticeable, and it's not going to be seamless. And to fight that, that's why we're using the one frame past our animation length. All right, let's wrap up this animation. And from the code perspective, we're almost done. You can see from the camera's point of view, our animation is going well, right? It doesn't really need any updates. We're just going to do a couple tweaks in the create background. We're going to create a plane that this is going to be standing on. And also, since we have a ton of surfaces that start and end in the same location, we're going to have a ton of Z fighting, and to work around that, we're just going to add two surfaces at the very top and at the very bottom, and slightly bump them on the Z axis so we don't have that Z fighting. I know it's a hack, but it's a quick and dirty way to get rid of that artifact. So this is going to look like this. We're just creating another surface, and we are just bumping this bottom surface on the Z by 001, and then doing the same thing for the top surface at the very top. And then we're just creating a simple plane without any material, and setting it at a particular location so it looks like it's standing on something, right? We can run our script, and let's actually go into rendered mode, and let's take a look from the camera's perspective. And look at that, we have our animation. All right, at this point you can hit render and render animation, and that should create a MP4. You can see the location where it's outputting in the output properties, and then it's gonna create a new folder if you don't have this folder already, and it's just gonna call it loop 0, and it's gonna render out into an MP4. All right, and as promised, let's go over some of the places where we can tweak this particular script and customize it. And if you do only one thing with this script, I would highly recommend updating the color palette, right? It should be pretty straightforward, not too involved. And if you scroll up, and there's going to be a get random color function, and here's a set of hex color codes that I selected that seem to have a nice metallic color. Again, I would highly recommend to update these to something that you prefer. It should be straightforward to update that. Another thing that I would recommend you update is camera position, right? You can play around with the lens. You can update the location of the camera. So here is where we're working, setting up the camera, and actually there is a empty that the camera is tracking, so you can update that as well. As promised, I wanted to go over the create metallic material, and we're using the principled BSDF shader, and we're just working with the base color, the roughness, and the metallic. The metallic is just getting set to 1, and the color is coming in from that random color selection we are doing, and the roughness is coming in again from our random uniform function that we're calling where we're calling this apply metallic material. So let's roll back again. So yeah, we're applying this roughness. We're applying a random value each time we run our script. And if you like a particular combination of colors that you got, you can run the script, and there's this time seed function. Right, that's too dark. And there's this time seed function that copies the result, the seed that it was used to generate this particular color combination, and you can just paste in that into the seed, and each time you run the script now, it kind of pins down the seed, and you can tweak other parameters. All right, something else you can take a look at is, for example, the light rig, right? We're just creating a primitive circle, setting the radius and the number of verts in that circle, which is not really a circle because we're using only 3, right? So this is what this function creates. It's creating an empty that the lights will track. So we're adding the lights at the location of the vertices of our circle mesh, and parenting those lights and adding constraint to track that empty, and that's pretty much it. Then you can play around with this as well. Also, the thing that probably has the most effect is playing around with the frame step. So this will change the number of surfaces you'll see in the scene. So let's do that. So by reducing this number right here, you'll see the surfaces get closer together, and if you increase this number, they will be more spread out. So depending on what look you are going for, you can play around with this frame step. Another thing that I mentioned that at the very beginning that you could play around with the operator that creates this surface, maybe create use a different formula, or play around with the parameters of this operator. You could also take a look at the different modifiers, maybe apply different modifiers to this surface, or animate the different properties, maybe set different values here and see where that takes you. All right, and for the last thing I wanted to show you is a number of these functions, helper functions that are defined in this section above are part of a Python package that I have called bpy building blocks, and you can install this Python package and remove a lot of code from this particular script. I have a separate video on how you can install it as an add-on, for example. After you've installed this add-on, you'll see it in the edit preferences, and then search for bpybb, and then you'll have a particular version depending when you're watching this, and you can remove a lot of these functions. So starting from all these enable add-on functions and just scrolling all the way up and removing all these helper functions that we have, and replacing all of them with import statements. So these import statements in particular, I don't think we need that, or the time import. And let's delete everything, so make sure that it actually works. So, and look at that, it still works, right? All that functionality that I deleted is packed into these few lines. So go ahead and check it out if you're interested. Make sure to check out my other tutorials on creating animation loops with a Python script. For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.